Fuck, what is it? Alright, time now is 9:13 a.m. in the morning on September 15th. We're 3 days left, babies. We're 3 days away from the end of Arc 3, the end of Round 3. Whoa, goddamn, I slept from 4:30 till 9. Um, I tried my best to sleep early. I really did, but honestly, it's tough. But I tried. At least I didn't fall asleep watching Cowboy Bebop last night. But yeah, I didn't really have much time to pack up my boxes and everything. I really didn't. I'd say my progress, just the boxes alone, is about 10%. But I'm gonna resume tonight, which hopefully I have time. And then tomorrow I'll have to wake up early again to move the boxes. But there are a couple of logistical issues. So there are things like the rice cooker and the water filtrator and the shampoo and shower gel. Those things I need to use till the last day. Okay, maybe not the rice cooker. I can like eat some other stuff like more bread. Um, which means that a couple days ago the rice was literally the last meal I'm gonna have. But still, like so many other things. Okay, I can throw away the shower gels and whatever, the shampoo, but then you also get the fucking shower towels. Like, where? I'm not gonna throw away like all this stuff. Literally, nearly $100. I can't. So, and I realized this last night. I can't. This is the first time where I'm leaving the country and my stuff has to either be in public storage or with me. And there's no third option. In the past, I can leave the country, but I still leave my stuff in the apartment, or I move, so I'm just moving stuff. But this time around, it's either going to public storage or coming with me. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to go to public storage again on the final day, take a bus there, take a bus back, just to do like one final move. So there's that. But anyways, today I'm going to go to CMD for the last time, probably in my whole life. Not really. I mean, I don't think it'll be for my whole life, but it'll be my last time for a very long time, for a very, very, very long time. Um, Very symbolic, very nice. At around 4 something, I'm going to leave and I'm going to go to downtown LA to meet up with Potter. And then we'll hang out, we'll probably get something to eat. And then we'll watch Ashes of Time in 35mm. And after that, it should be around 10 something p.m. We'll call an Uber back home. It's 10 something, and I believe that's enough time for me to pack up the boxes and then, you know, for one last time, write down all the spendings, like all the expenditures. And if I have time, I want to clear some storage space on my phone as well. One more time. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for today. I don't know what to eat for lunch. I'm thinking I and Tova could grab quote unquote lunch by going to Cafe Russo. For one last time, I can get croissant plus mocha there. That would be nice. And then aside from that, I can bring a couple cookies that I already have that are very much need to clean up. And then for dinner, I think I'll have it once I return home. I'll have a chicken avocado wrap or something, No biggie. Plus a salad on the side, I guess. Um, yeah, and then today's the last time I'm going to see a movie in the theaters on a big screen in round 3. So there's that. Monster, Koreeda's Monster, I don't think I'll be able to see it The last airing date seems to be September 19th, just 2 days before I could go and watch, because I'm landing on the 20th and I can go and watch on the 21st, which is a huge bummer. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I'm really excited to go back to Hong Kong. I really am. Just the great food, just the great people, the great public transportation, just great everything. Last night I also thought about, hopefully I do a short film and someone pays me. My goal is just 20k Hong Kong dollars. That yields nearly 3,000 US dollars, which is not much. But at least it's something. At least $3,000. It's gonna be 2 months of rent plus a bunch of meals, like $1,200 times 2, 2,400, 3,000 minus 2,400, that's 600. $600, that's like 50 meals, right? It's fucking worth it. It's worth it. So, yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is my final time until a long time later. This is it. Okay. This is it. Okay. Goodbye, my friend. Okay.
The principle from 170 years of cinematography and photography that we're going to set these close.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. What? Wait, hold on. Okay. Goodbye.
They extended the
Where is this? Okay.
Street.
god, it's been half an hour. I mean, it's been 1.5 hours. Fuck.
喂，好似未開喎，check check，
吓？
好似係裝修緊。要 pull out 嗰個，我都唔知嗰張單擺咗喺邊喎。
喺 email。
So we have it on tape. Thank you guys so much for being here. My name is Craig. I'm the founder and programmer of Secret Movie Club. It's wonderful to see so many people come in. Thank you so much. The second one is actually my personal favorite, Days of Being Wild, and I was talking with Mimi.
我哋要分嚟飲。對於太古怪嘅，但係佢生活好有規律，每日都會嚟呢度飲一杯酒，食2碗飯。
Alright, time now is 12:56 after midnight. Yeah, I just finished dinner. I don't know why my dinners get later and later, but it's just, a salad box which I cannot finish. It tastes like cucumber and tomatoes drenched in soda. I also had a can of Pepsi, which I very much needed. And this avocado bean chicken breast wrap that just tastes really bloated and bland, and I don't know what the fuck am I eating. So yeah, let's talk about today a little bit. Yeah, it's a big chunky day. I went to CMD for one last time. Arrived at around 11:20. And I was late again. But it's fine, we had plenty of time. In fact, we finished early. So from 11:20 till like 4 p.m., I and Tova basically went to the computer lab and we transported a bunch of videos. I transported all of my interview footage to her hard drives, and I transported some of the digitized tape footage from her drive to my hard drive. And I honestly thought we're not going to make it because I didn't bring a laptop charger because it's a nuisance. So I thought that it's going to be, easy peasy. It's not going to take up that much battery. Turns out it does take up a lot of battery, and by the end, it was at 4%. And in fact, my laptop crashed at one point. It crashed 4 times yesterday, and today it crashed again, but not because of random weird Wi-Fi thing. It's because it's a really low battery. Also, I thought we were gonna run out of time because copying 40 gigabytes of footage took 3 hours, but thankfully the second hard drive, more like a USB flash drive, more like an SD card, was way faster, the speed of transporting videos. Yeah, I don't know why, but the first half of today at CMD, first of all, nobody important showed up at CMD. I didn't see Leslie or anything. No Cliff, nobody. No Cuchillo, no one. Didn't see anyone. Right after that, I saw Udav, who apparently saw Tova a little earlier, and Udav was like, "Oh yeah, Tova is looking for you. What are you editing? What are you working on?" So I just told him that it's Film 33 related. And then he's like, "Oh, do you want editors? If you want editors, I can help. I edit a lot." And I'm like, "Oh, it's fine. It's a really big project, and I'm gonna edit it myself." So, and Udav's like, "Okay." A little bit later, I think right before we left, we ran into Sean, the Korean American guy, who was taking Film 34. I, dapped him up, or he dapped me up. I also I heard Drew, in the Film 34, in the soundstage, and theoretically Leslie would be in it. And then I saw Professor Antonio, And I was with Tova at the end, and Antonio came up to me and was like, "Why are you doing here? Are you for tonight? Because tonight, um, CMD held this event where it's premiering this Indian, I guess Indian American horror film called It Comes at Night, or it's Alive, or it's Inside, or something like that. I don't know. So it's this huge event thing, and it's like for free, and tons of people are showing up. But I said no, and thank God Sean interrupted and talked to Professor Antonio, and interrupted, so I don't have to answer why we're here. So that's really funny, and that's pretty much it. Otherwise, it's a very quiet day. Not a lot happened. For the first half, Tova and I, it just feels dead. Like there's not a lot of exciting energy going on. She scrolled through her phone a lot and deleted emails. She spent hours deleting her emails to free up space. And she's like eating potato chips and eating stuff and this and that, and she's licking her fingers and then she's touching my laptop, and I'm like, as much as I would like to tolerate, I will not stand for this. And then another thing is, I and Tova have huge creative differences. She likes comedy TV, I like dramatic films. So we're totally, completely opposite side of the spectrum. So when we were talking about even basic things like, Tova asked me if I like musicals, and I'm like, not really. And she's like, what? She likes doing laundry outside and laundromats. I fucking hate doing that. I told her I raged doing the laundry yesterday. Like, I would rather do it at home. So yeah, but anyways, we also have creative differences regarding how the documentary should begin, how it should end, the music we use. So it took a lot of like talking to go through all that. But I think that's a good thing, because it means the documentary will not just be like one style, like the joint documentary will be like a balance between two extremes. And that's great. Because it sort of needs that, it sort of needs a middle ground, a middle place. And then next thing is at around 1:30ish, I was hungry as fuck. So I went out to Cafe Russo for one last time, and I got myself a chocolate croissant and a cup of hot mocha, and it's fine. I got chocolate all over my face, but it's pretty good. And then afterwards, finished copying the files. I wanted to go to the whiteboard and just use a marker to write "the detective was here," but they took all the markers away because they know people are writing shit on it, so I used my own pen. I had to do it. I just had to. I don't care if Leslie finds out or not. I hope she does. Again, doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter anyways. Fuck her. What else? Yeah, I had a couple ritualistic moments. I went to the table where I confessed to Leslie, and I touched my chair, and I also went to the sacred tree for one more time. And yeah, we ended. The computer lab closed at 3 p.m. I thought it's going to close at 5. No, it closed at 3. But we ended up finished copying all the files at around 4, and we just decided to leave. Tova really wants to go home. I kind of want to stick around a little bit just to see what's going to happen. Especially with Kiara, I was hoping that I'd run into her, but again, it doesn't really matter that much anyways. And right before I leave, script writing club meeting is going to start, the new script writing club meeting. So, and I saw Daniel, the Australian guy. So I went into the cafe and I saw Daniel, and I dapped him up, or he dapped me up, and he is like, "Oh, how's it going? How's transfer?" And I'm like, "How's script writing club?" And he's like, "Oh, it's going great. It's basically going to be like last semester." So, I wish him good luck, and then that's it. I left. I wish I'd stayed longer there. It would have made my last day in CMD meaningful. But also, it's whatever. It's okay. Doesn't really matter all that much. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. Nothing all that crazy. Wouldn't have made a huge difference anyways. So we left. I and Tova took the metro together. We sat together and we chatted. It was nice, and then she said goodbye. She's like, "Well, see you in the future. Don't know when, but I'll see you somewhere, sometime in the future." So that's that. And she's going to Santa Cruz next week, and She said she probably won't come to LA until a long time later. She said soon, but she doesn't know when because she doesn't want to take a train to LA from Santa Cruz because it's such a long distance. But anyways, I took a train and I arrived at Grand Avenue / Bunker Hill Station. And I waited there for 1 hour and 40 minutes. I listened to music and I wrote a couple scenes in my script. And that really made me... I could have used that time to continue packing, which I'm definitely going to run out of time for. I could have used that time to do something more constructive, like editing my review, or I could just stay in CMD a little longer and just see cool people for one last time, but I didn't. But it's whatever. So at around 6, and we're supposed to meet at around 5 p.m. At around 6:20, Potter shows up, and Potter's like a little bit confused, like, why did we even go to this MTR station, like this metro station? And I'm hungry as fuck. Apparently Potter was at school and then he went back home and then he came back out again. But anyways, I was hungry as fuck again. I don't know why I get so hungry easily these days. So we decided to go to a place nearby. We're gonna go to Chipotle, but then we saw Shake Shack, but then it's closed. So we went to this random fancy ass mall in downtown LA, and it feels like we're in central Hong Kong again. It just feels like this really rich, fancy mall. It's a little empty. It's really cool and clean looking. And there's this pizza place, so I'm like, might as well. So I ordered a $6 pizza, slice of pizza, and it's a huge slice. This is basically 2 slices of meatball and ricotta cheese pizza, and I ate it up real quick. Before taking a bite, I saw a dude walk past, and I'm like, ooh, that guy looks like a Shang-Chi. He looks like Simu Liu. That's funny. And a little bit later, Potter came up to me and was like, that guy's Simu Liu. And I'm like, really? You think it's him too? So if 2 people also think it's him, that is probably actually him. And he also dresses like him. Like, he's in a red polo shirt and gray long pants. So I'm like, holy shit, maybe it was actually him. And I'm like, damn, I wish I could have like gone up to him and like asked for a selfie or something, even though it would probably be annoying for him, but at least like say hi or something. But yeah, holy shit, I think I may have actually seen Simu Liu, and it would kind of make sense. It's downtown LA, and it's an inconspicuous time, he wouldn't show up in a very crowded place, but he's completely alone, like nobody's with him or whatever. Like when I saw Bella Tarr, at least he was with family, but also because he's an old European dude. So don't know, but I wish I could have gone up to him is all. But anyways, we took a bus. I was eating the pizza while we boarded the bus because we're almost going to be late. We arrived at Secret Movie Club. Apparently Potter didn't pay for the ticket. He thought he did, but he didn't. So he paid it there. Thank God there's still tickets available. Contrary to belief, I thought the whole place is going to be filled up. No. I'd say half the place is filled up. And then we watched Ashes of Time. It's really interesting. I want to see the original cut more than the Redux. We saw the Redux, which John L. just told me is worse than the original. But it was still really good film experience. And then we took an Uber back home. That's it. So, yeah, just really nice. I talked to Potter a little bit about, Potter talked about his recent life. He stopped going to that place in downtown LA, that old French woman's place for photography studios. He's going back to school and he's randomly asking people to be models for him for his photography assignments, and he didn't get the chance to speak Cantonese a lot lately. And then another thing is he's actually going back to Hong Kong in late December, like literally a day or 2 days after I return to LA. So we won't be able to meet until like February next year or something. And also apparently Lily, the other girl in the photography class, will also be visiting Hong Kong in January, perhaps, which he is kind of excited about. I told Potter about my experience with Rachel and Ashley, and right off the bat, I guess he half jokingly was like, so how did it go? Did you lose your virginity? Did you like have sex with them? And I'm like, no. But it's fine. I told Potter what kind of people they are. Like, especially Ashley, who, like, you know, Kau, or like, in English, hooks up. Not really hook up, but like hooking, you know? Like, you know, texting with a romantic / sexual interest with 3 guys at once. And that's thought performance. It's even more thoughty when she said that she's probably gonna move on from them like a week later. But you know, I'm glad nothing crazy happened between me and these girls, because I wouldn't want to like lose my virginity to them anyways. Like if I have to do it, it would be someone who is really like special to me, you know, who I truly am infatuated with, which is like only happens in a perfect world, but you know, still, I'm gonna try at least. Tova said I am naive, and Tova said that from a feminist perspective, you can't say it's Leslie's fault, but then I think it truly is. I don't think it's entirely Leslie's fault for what happened to me, but she treated me like shit, and that's a problem. And that's the number one problem. But yeah, either way, came back home at around 10, you know, went to the bathroom, took a shower, made dinner, and now it's already like 1, and I barely have any time to pack the boxes, and I need to move the box tomorrow, which is like, I have no idea how the fuck am I gonna do that. So I may have to wake up early tomorrow morning to continue packing, but... And then, as if that's not worse enough, you also get Moon, the Airbnb owner, basically spam texting me, telling me to pay up to $200. Like, the more she asked me to pay, the more suspicious it gets. She was like, okay, do you want me to... I'm gonna show up tomorrow in person. Do you want to pay me in cash? $200 in cash? Are you fucking kidding me? I might as well be buying crystal meth. Or do you want me to request your Airbnb? So I said, request your Airbnb. And then she kept on saying, like, sending me huge paragraphs, like, oh, you know, I need to explain it to you. I want to explain it to you in person, and like, you know, the fucking Elena, the Jewish woman, was just like making all these complaints, and I'm already trying to comfort her and make her relax. So, you know, you can only pay, you can simply pay $200. And then I asked her if I can see the bill, and she's like, I've never showed the bill to my customers before. This is like the median price, it's fair, pay $200. I actually asked Benny this morning, and Benny like immediately texted back. And he's like, okay, it's obvious that she's trying to scam you, just make up some excuse, like your bank is not working or whatever, and just like ignore her and just go away. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try my very best to not pay that $200. If I have to pay something, at most $100. Like that, this has got to be a scam. Like, why is she so fucking desperate anyways? It's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. At least show me the bill, you know. So tomorrow I'm gonna call the Airbnb people. She really wants some money now, and it's not even a 48-hour thing because we're 3 days away from departure. So it's actually stupid. So yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know. Fuck. But yeah, I'm gonna try my very best to pack up as much as possible in the next couple of hours, and then I'm just gonna directly go to bed. I need to edit my Cowboy Bebop video review. Fuck, that's true. But yeah, and I have to like, I was in the shower while she was spam texting me, so it's just so fucking annoying, and it's just like, what the fuck is wrong with her, okay? So yeah, and then there's also the other USC apartment issue, which is not really much of an issue. I just have some options, a couple of cool options. There's a bigger room, is $1,400 per month. It's not bad. It really is not bad. And $1,400 is pretty good price. So maybe I'll go with that. Maybe. Yeah. Also, side random thing, but Leslie liked my Instagram story. I watched Ashes of Time. Also, Sharon, Cedric's girlfriend. I forgot she has a girlfriend, but he does. I'm also really tired. I don't know what's going on with me. When I was taking the metro, I actually felt really uncomfortable. I felt like I couldn't even raise my phone. Thankfully, I didn't fall asleep during Ashes of Time, but I could have, you know. I'm so tired. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, it's 4:32 a.m. As you can probably tell, there have been some changes to this room because I've just cleared up a bunch of boxes. I spent about 2.5 hours, and honestly, it's not as complicated as I thought it would be because I just had a lot of boxes and I just hid a bunch of them right here. Exactly 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I carefully inventoried almost all of the items I had in a giant Google spreadsheet. It's going very well, and I'm low-key kind of satisfied, and I think I can handle it. I'm gonna wake up at 8:30-ish, 8:45. I'm gonna finish these 2 boxes, which shouldn't be difficult. That box number A for anime, because my anime souvenir is there. That's also done deal already. That's sealed. I'm gonna seal these 2 boxes, throw my this rice cooker is being dried right now. After it's drying, throw that in there. I'm going to do some luggage migration, and by that I mean everything I don't want to bring back to Hong Kong in the blue one and in the black one, I will throw them all in the gray one, and if I don't have enough space there, I'll throw it there, seal this, seal that, throw away some food stuff, boom, 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 and then all this stuff on the surfaces, these bags, microphone, whatever, all that I'll be bringing back, so all is well. And then the blue bag, that's going to be on the weight. This is called the extra bag, where on the very last day, the water filter, the shower gel, shower towels, whatever, all go in there. It's calculated. It's going to work fine. Yippee-ki-yay. Alright, time now is 9:27 a.m. on September 16. Whoa, we're 2 days away from leaving. 2 days, 48 hours. Not actually 48 hours, actually nearly 3 days, but let's just call it 2 days. So, slept from 4:50 to 8:45. So yeah, less than 4 hours. I'm incredibly sleep deprived. Last night I wouldn't say hyper, but I would say I was in thinking mode. Like suddenly I can't sleep. So I also didn't immediately fall asleep. But I eventually did. I feel like I dreamed the entire sleep. I never entered deep sleep. I look like shit. My hair, I already wet my hair and tried to fix it, but I still look like I'm in a car accident. And, tons of stupid shit, little hassles. Yeah, I'm about 90% done with cleaning up, with packing all the boxes and stuff, actually, which is pretty great. I'm almost pretty much done, which is really, really good, really cool, in fact. All I need to do is take care of the luggages here. I'm debating whether I should bring gray and blue or black and blue, because black's a little larger, which is better for me. But otherwise, I think these 2 boxes, I can seal these 2, and then it's gonna be a done deal. And yeah, I woke up at 8:45 and I was a little tired and I wanted to go back to sleep for a little bit. Thank God I didn't oversleep. I slept for like half an hour more. I also got to film a review. So, goddamn, hopefully I have enough time. But yeah, so Jonah's gonna help me move all these boxes. And then at 2 p.m. I'm going to, 2:30, I'm going to, see Michelle for one last time. We're gonna go to Century City. We're gonna drink boba. We're gonna just drink boba and walk around and whatever, and maybe go to Yogurtland. I don't know, because I like Yogurtland so much. Nah, maybe not. I need to save money. I also still haven't cleared my phone storage space, which is a huge issue because I have like 8 minutes left right now. As well as writing down all the money I've spent, like receipts and stuff, which is something that I've been planning to do for like a whole week now. So, yeah. Lots of shit to do. Lots of shit to do. Thank God I didn't like overwhelm my schedule with like everything. So I have time to pack. It's not the end of the world. Alright, it may not seem like it, but I am like 70% packed. So everything with the boxes are all done deals. They're all done deals. Everything on display I'm bringing back to Hong Kong or I'm throwing away. All the way from box number A to box L, with the exception of HGI, FHGI, every other box, including the gray thing, the cabinet, the red, everything's done. One by one. 12 items, one by one. 8 boxes, big red bag, gray luggage, cabinet, and then a little bit later the blue bag. 4 plus 8, 12. Okay. Where the fuck am I going? What the fuck is this?
Heather, because this is. Oh my god, I'm gonna wait. I don't get it. Let's walk.
Fast fashion, more like slow fashion. Jesus Christ, is that a tapeworm? What the fuck is that? How the fuck am I gonna do this? Oh my god, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna flush it off. Jesus. Okay, so this is my dinner, and I cooked up some marinade, and it appears that they're caramelized and solidified. Oh my god, okay. Alright, time now is 10:35 p.m. on September 16th. Yeah, today, it's okay. I just finished dinner. It's chicken thighs, you know, whatever. Yeah, it's, today, right off the bat in the morning, the Airbnb owner, Moon, is trying to extort me for $200, and she's so insistent. She keeps texting me. She's like, please pay by today. The request is gonna expire. Blah 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 blah. And you know, if she asked me to pay a few days ago, I would probably still consider maybe actually paying her. But here's the gist. If I go back to Hong Kong and I work 3 part-time jobs and work my ass off and gain $2,800 US, right? If I pay 200 away, that's 2 out of 28. That's 1 out of 13. That is about 8%. I'm not gonna fucking lose 8% of all the hard work that I'm going to be doing in the next 3 months just because of AC. What the heck is wrong with the... Okay, I really don't know what's happening with my shower place. But yeah, anyways, I'm not gonna lose this much money. And then, anyways, right after I woke up, I pretty much continued pack up the boxes, and honestly, it's not that much left to pack up. I packed most of the stuff last night. So I just packed up more boxes, sealed a couple things. I did luggage migration, which is, I really love it when I do things and I start giving terms to things. So luggage migration is the act of moving things from one luggage to another, essentially. So I moved a bunch of stuff from the black and the blue luggages to the gray one, and then I managed to close everything up. It's fine, it's just the right amount of boxes, and I got some extra space left in the gray luggage and the red bag. Everything worked out fine. Originally, Jonah's supposed to come at 10, but I told him to come at 10:30, and at the end he came at 10:50, and he had to wait for a little bit. And then at 11, he's here, and then we moved the stuff to public storage. And honestly, it was way easier than I thought. It was only 2 rounds. We went to public storage, went back, went to public storage, went back. And the first round, I moved 7 items out of 12. Actually, out of 11, because the 12th item is this blue bag, which is what I call the extra bag. So we moved 7 items, which is just essentially a bunch of boxes, and then we did round 1A, 1B, and 1C, and then we did 2A and 2B, where I got the gray luggage, the big red bag, and 2 big boxes, and a bunch of trash bins and a mop, whatever. So I moved everything. I came back. I said goodbye to Jonah. I came back and I had a quick lunch, and I saw time. I thought I was going to be late to hang out with Michelle, but no, it was right on time. And then I listened to music and I walked to Century City. And it wasn't that far away. It was like a 15-minute walk. It's easy peasy. Walked there and I was early. Listened to music and chilled there for a little bit. Michelle shows up. So we just walked and talked. We got boba together. I got a boba, which is okay. This red straw boba thing. And then we talked. She talked about her experience at CMD last night. So she returned to CMD for one more time last night to attend this movie screening of It Lives Inside, which is written and directed by this guy who is an alum for this community college film program. And it's not that interesting. She was like, oh, something really interesting happened. But honestly, it's not that interesting. There's Kuchio saying things that are very weird and odd and trying to be showy and braggy. There's Kiara. Kiara showed up. Harrison showed up, and that was a huge deal. Like, apparently, according to Michelle, Harrison constantly stared at Michelle, and but Michelle's moved on. She's not interested in Harrison anymore. But it's just really weird. Harrison sat in front of her, and it's like it's very obvious what he's doing. It's okay, whatever. Leslie wasn't there, but Cliff and Jake from WoW were there, and they've basically become a part of Kuchio's team. So that's that. And apparently, something interesting with Betsy. So Betsy spoke with the Corsair, which is the newspaper organization of the college, and apparently right after that, Professor Antonio called Betsy and was concerned that Betsy had spilled something bad to the Corsair. And that's before Antonio has read the newspaper, the article itself, which is actually really tame and inoffensive, but that's just really interesting. There's a lot of bureaucracy darkness going on. Okay, anyways, I really have no storage space left. So anyways, we walked around and talked. I told Michelle about, going back to CMD, my Airbnb situation, all that jazz, and how I'm really excited to go back to Hong Kong. And then she invited me to her place. The place I went to earlier, I think back in April, was actually her mom's old place, but her mom has passed a few years ago, and her dad's living in there occasionally. But her actual place is, I'm not gonna say where it is, but she invited me there, and it's really nice, big apartment. It feels like an apartment. It feels lived in. She lives with her dad, who is like 70 years old already, and she invited me to her bedroom and started explaining ancient Egyptian history to me for nearly 3 hours. So this actually, I'm really impressed with this, and not a lot of filmmakers, not a lot of people, let alone filmmakers, do this. But she plastered her wall with bunch of photos, and bunch of like paper labeled with names and like bits of logos here and there. She basically made a gigantic family tree all around her walls. And I didn't take any photos because I respect her privacy, and I wouldn't. Like, if I was the writer of this story, I wouldn't want people to take photos of it. But it's really impressive. It's like this 18th dynasty during the 13th century BCE, and all these Egyptian historical figures, this ancient Egyptian historical figures, and it's historical fiction, so she sort of combined real historical figures with like fake things, and there's a lot of like politics going on, and it's impressive. And she kept explaining, and I was actually catching up. Like, I'm not an expert when it comes to ancient Egypt. I don't know a lot, but small things like Tutankhamun, the Eye of Horus, the cuneiform, Babylonian Empire, Assyrian Empire. I've heard of those things and I know a little bit, and that's enough for me to sort of be able to understand the gist of it. And I feel like I'm like the first person who she's ever explained this to, and I can actually like catch on like what's going on, especially with all the complicated relationships and the incest and all this marriage for politics and all this trans empires, like cultural thing. Like it actually gets really detailed, and it's really cool. So there's that. And then we talked a bit more. We talked about Betsy. We talked about Lauren, his Hong Konger American friend, more American than a Hong Konger, but you know. And then I was released. I went back home. I was super hungry, and we hugged. I said goodbye to her, and that's pretty much my last hangout with her. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. It's really chill, actually. I'm just really worried. Like, what the hell am I gonna do when I return? Because now I have so much stuff in the public storage that there's almost no way we can do it in one day. So I'm thinking when I return on December 18th, I'm going to take the things I immediately need first, like the shower gels and the shampoo and the bed sheet and pillow and whatnot, and just sleep first. And then the next day, December 19th, if Jonah can help me move the rest of everything from the public storage to the USC apartment, that would be perfect. I think I'm going for the big one. For the Airbnb owner issue, I don't know. She's here apparently. She's in LA and she's in the apartment downstairs right now. Fuck, I can't go down now because I want to avoid her as much as possible. I'm going to lie to her and say my bank account like had issues or something, but anyways, I'm going to lie my way through this. I'm not going to fucking pay that 200. And Allegro spoke to me a little bit, asked me if I'm going to the premiere screening of John L. Short tomorrow. I said yes. He said there's going to be an after party, and I'm like, sure, I can go. Which means that I don't have to cook anything, which is also kind of bad because I want to clean up the fridge because I have so much food. But yeah, whatever. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, 2 days left. Wow. Goddamn. I'm so ready to go. Okay, whoa. Okay, time now is 10:24, magic number, on September 17th. 1 day left, guys. 1 day and then I'm gone. 1 day. More than 24 hours. More than that. But still, 1 day left, nonetheless. Or perhaps you can call this a second last day, but yeah, it's one more sleep and then I'm taking the plane. So, yeah, wow. Wow, holy crap. I slept from 3:30, 3:40 something to 10:10 a.m. And I had a lot of dreams. I think I dreamed about staying in my community college for a little more before leaving. I took Film 40 and Film 41, and people asked me about it. I saw Gustavo for some reason. I was with this British guy, and then some people were making fun of the UK, and he got pissed, but it was a joke. I don't know, something like that. But anyways, when I woke up, I was like, oh damn, I'm here in reality again. Ooh, oof. But anyways, as you can see, like a lot of my boxes are completely gone. This stuff is still a mess, but you know, it's whatever. So today I'm going to the schedule is actually quite tight today. I'm going to go to USC and see John L. short film. And then I'm going to there's an after party apparently. I want to join a little bit. Yeah, you know, I also have to pack. I know that, but I don't want to miss out a good party right before I leave, you know? I know it's not like the ooh fucking condoms and alcohol type party, but I mean, I can legally drink now anyways. It's just a good gathering of the people, a good gathering of the peeps before I leave. So, and I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna see Glenn, the main actor, and I'm gonna ask him if he's interested in joining my next short film, you know. So, yeah, yeah, see some nice faces, exchange more IGs perhaps. Yeah, whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna pack a little bit. I'm gonna watch. The reason why I woke up this early is I want to watch Larissa Shepitko's The Ascent. I didn't get to see the movie last night because A, I was too tired, B, I was running out of time. I already started falling asleep at around 1 a.m. like on my seat. I wasn't even watching anything. I'm just really tired. But yeah, I'm also gonna do a review later. I may do a mini movie review. I don't know. I really need to start packing. I don't want to repeat of last December where I start packing at 3 a.m. And I freak out because I haven't packed anything. First off, you know, and I'll go through my usual protocol in my Google spreadsheet, right? I'll take out the trash. I'll handle the clothes and the food. You know, I'll choose the set of clothes I want to wear on the last day, aka tomorrow. And I'll wear that on the last day. And everything else is either going to the trash bag or whatever, you know. And then yeah, and then a bunch of miscellaneous stuff like my mangas, the pencil sharpener. I'm actually bringing that back because I don't have any other cool pencil sharpeners. The electronic clock. I think it's possible for me to fit everything in. I think it's definitely for sure possible. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. And then thankfully tomorrow I will still have like the whole day for myself. Yeah, and I hope the Airbnb owner doesn't freak out or whatever. I'm gonna tell her, I'm gonna lie, I'm gonna say, oh, my American Express is not working. My Chase bank account. You know, I already fabricated a whole lie in my head yesterday, because you know how I'm an F1 international student. Because of the loophole thing I did by taking classes and dropping them, it temporarily made my visa, you know, blocked my visa temporarily. And because of that, the bank has issues with it. So I can't wire money through the bank or American Express. But I can assure her that right before I leave, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna internationally wire her when I go back to Hong Kong because by then it means I'm gone. So I'm gonna tell her, okay, like right before I leave, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out on Monday. I'll go to see a Chase by myself and I'll figure it out at night. I'll go. And of course, I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna fucking go to the LAX. And if she still freaks out, I'm gonna give her something fake valuable. I'm gonna give you a roll of film, or whatever. I don't know. I got some rolls of film. I need to brainstorm, right? I'm gonna give her something fake valuable and say shit like, "Okay, hold on to this. I promise we'll see you in person once I get the money to you, and then you can give this back to me." And then she just has it the whole time, and then I never come back. That's a very desperate measure, but I can do that shit, actually. I'm gonna pull a Better Call Saul. I'm a good con artist, I can do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I mean, by tonight, there will be certain things that I will have to stop using, like the water filtrator. I'm gonna dry it up, put it in a bag or whatever, and yeah. It's crazy. It's been a journey. It's been a journey indeed. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I finally made it on time. Holy shit. Fuck. I should be around here.
All right, next up, Anywhere the Wind Blows.
Working on this film, they didn't get paid and then they could do 15 versions and then take it out at the end, which was especially cruel for me. I want to thank Delon for the VFX. You probably didn't PAs and everyone. I really thank every one of you.
这就是可能谁的儿子的女朋友的。
Whoa, what the hell?
Pokey, and it's so hard. I don't know. Something about perfect.
I'm not sure if it's cold. Yeah, it's cold.
Alright, time now is 10:28 p.m. I just came back home and washed my face and washed my hair and everything about 5 minutes ago. So let's talk about today, essentially my final day in LA, in round 3 at least. Also era 1, first arc of LA. Not bad at all. I watched the first 17 minutes of The Ascent. In the morning I was running on a tight schedule, even though I woke up really early. After filming the review and editing it and whatever, I realized I really don't have the time to just, watch the whole 2-hour-long film and then leave. In fact, I wouldn't be able to enjoy the film because I know I would have to leave and I would have to hurry out. So anyways, instead I spent some time clearing my phone storage space, and it's like no matter how much I try to clear it, I can't. It's just impossible to clear storage space from my phone. Like I managed to make it from 32 minutes left to 40 minutes left, and then for some reason when I left it became 22 minutes left. Like I just magically lost nearly 2 gigabytes to nothing out of nowhere. So I really don't know. My goal is I want at least 50 minutes left on my phone so that I could at least vlog a little bit on the plane And when I'm laying over in Taiwan and when I go back home, and then I still have a little bit of time to like vlog myself that night and next morning when I'm in Hong Kong, and then I'll export whatever. So there's that. But yeah, anyways, I was late. I went downstairs to cook myself the final lunch. I was gonna eat eggs and onion, bacon, and then a can of soup, and then I realized the can of soup is now in storage. I will eat it in December, not now. So I instead had instant noodles, and it's okay. It's a lot of a huge meal. I had 6 slices of bacon. 6. Yeah, and I ate and ate and ate. At some point, the big black woman was teaching a girl, like a small black girl, and then that girl's parents came in and they brought in a bunch of soul food, like smothered chicken and other fried chicken and turkey leg and cornbread and some greens, and I was immediately finishing my meal, and then at the same time I'm late, so I need to arrive at USC by 4 p.m. And I wanted to leave at 2:30 so that I can take a bus and take the train for 1.5 hours, because public transport, like in Hong Kong, the same distance can be like 40 minutes. But anyways, I'm late, and I had to call a Lyft to the metro because I don't want to spend too much money, and it was $8, tips included, which is not bad. And I was so fucking worried that I had my Lyft app and my transit app for the metro side by side, so that I'm like, oh my god, like the train is gonna leave at 2:33 and the Lyft is going to arrive at this train station at 2:29, which is cool, right? 4 minutes. But then the Lyft app said that the driver will arrive 1 minute later, and that 1 minute is actually like 5 or 6 minutes. So at the end, I arrived at 2:32, and I had 1 minute to get out of the car, run up the stairs, run to the train, and I was right on time. Like, if I was a second later, I wouldn't have made it. So holy shit, I got on the train, went all the way to USC, went to the theater, and it was great. I didn't see Pepper, unfortunately. I thought Pepper would come, but it's a really nice big theater. Tons of people were there. Right off the bat, I saw Chester, the other Hong Kong guy, and also Hong, the co-founder of HKOS. Really nice to see him again. He was like, hey, long time no see, and that's really nice. Of course, I saw the directors, John L., Allegro, Dalton, the Taiwanese guy, his wife and child, and then just some other people. The guy who I thought was a grip turns out to be like an associate producer, whose name is Daniel, and then Xiaobang, the sound mixer, both production, sound mixer, and post, was there. And then the post-production supervisor, the editor, one of the editors, and then the composer was there. And let me think. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. I thought tons of people would show up, but not really. I thought at least the first AD or the DP would show up, but nope. But still, I'm so glad that I'm there. Watch all 6 of the short films, and most of them are pretty subpar, and that's sad because USC grad school thesis film. This is like the top, or at least one of the top film schools of the whole world, and these are thesis films. They're chosen for a reason, and I dare say that out of the 6 short films, the best one, objectively speaking, is John L. short film. The messaging is great. It has that foreign language element that makes it interesting. The editing is fantastic. The dream sequence worked really well. The ending is emotional, conclusive. It's amazing. I also like the 6th short film, which is about a female wrestler fighting a bully. Very simple story, but really well edited, well executed. But all the other stories are just meh. The first one is this very generic AI-generated story about 2 brothers The older brother jealous of his younger brother. They're runners, so they run, and like that's it. And it's like the most generic AI generated, the whitest short film. Like, I'm surprised this film got allowed, especially given how progressive LA is, because there's not a single person of color in there. It's funny how I think this way now. Second film tries too hard to be like Wes Anderson, Yorgos Lanthimos, quirky and awkward, and it just didn't really work for me. I found it even more annoying. A lot of people were laughing, I didn't laugh. The fourth short film is about, it's a period film where an American reporter and a Japanese American photographer learn about UFOs, but that short film looks really good, great production quality, but it doesn't end. There's like no ending. It's such a non-ending. And I can pretty much say the same for the fifth short film, which is about a Vietnamese guy who came to this small town in America to adjust to American culture, but that guy speaks perfect American English, has a very American haircut, and the humor works sometimes too cringe. It's called Mike, the name of the short film, and it also doesn't end. Like, at the end, he just fully assimilates to American culture and calls himself Mike instead of like a Vietnamese name. Like, that's just a sad ending. There's no redemption. And then a sixth short film, the wrestler one, that was pretty good. But yeah, overall, it was really nice. I saw the main actors again. I saw Glenn, and I told him, you know, I know you're traumatized. Glenn was fucking traumatized. Like, he saw himself, and he's like, oh, I'm having a psychotic break right now. Like, this is too bad. This is so bad. Like, my acting, you know, is like, oh, I don't want to be a celebrity. I told him, I know you're traumatized and stuff, but, you know, are you interested in acting for like a little short film that I'm going to be making? And he's like, I mean, sure, hit me up. So, oh, I got it, you know? So, holy crap, I think it may actually work. And then, after the screening, I ran into Antoine, the very famous guy from Lebanon, who studies in my community college, or he's graduated now, he's in UCLA now. And Rachel, the other Hong Konger in the film program of my community college, probably in the last 5 years or so, in this film program, there are probably 3 Hong Kongers, me, Pepper, and Rachel. And I finally got to see Rachel. It's crazy. I never expected to see her here. I thought to myself, ooh, it would be interesting if I see her at some point, but I never expect to see her. She's really short, and she has a very flat face. I sound so mean, I'm sorry. But she's nice. She's got a loud voice. She's very extroverted. And I came up to them, and I'm like, are you Antoine? And he's like, yeah, who? It's so funny, because I spoke to Antoine twice. He doesn't remember me. I spoke to him once during Club Awareness Day, second time during an ICC meeting, and I told him, oh, I saw you in an ICC meeting, and he's like, okay, because he's met so many people, but we got along really well because we know so many mutual people, especially for Rachel, who knows Aoba, the Japanese girl. She knows Pepper, despite having never seen Pepper in person before, but she talks to Pepper a little bit on Instagram. And so we talked a little about Film 33, about the shoot, and apparently Antoine cried at the end of this John L. short film, so that's really cool. And Rachel was also like, man, I wish I was on the set for this shoot as well, you know. So it was really nice seeing them. But yeah, and then afterwards we went out for dinner, so we went all the way to freaking Monterey Park to another Hong Kong style restaurant. And it's ironic because I'm going back to Hong Kong like tomorrow night, so like whatever, bro, whatever. But yeah, it's whatever, you know, I can, as long as there's food, I'm happy. So, all the people we mentioned, minus a few, neither of the actors joined us, but we went to this place. And the composer, who is actually from Macau, not from Hong Kong, she drove me and this other Taiwanese guy to the place. And that's when I was thinking, maybe I shouldn't have gone, because A, not a lot of people are here. I thought it's going to be like a full-blown rap party. Not really. B, I just need to go home. I need to clear my fridge. I'm going to eat pasta, and I'm just going to bounce, you know. I need to pack up. I need to finish watching The Ascent. But but I went all the way there. Like if I had left there and then, I could just take the metro and take the bus and go back home. But I went anyways because whatever. So we arrived there and we had dinner and it was really nice. We got rice, we got sweet and sour pork, we got mushrooms and tofu, bit of squid, bit of beef, bit of saliva chicken. It's actually called oil spicy chicken. It's actually like spicy chicken, but the colloquial slang name for the dish is saliva chicken. And then I even had half a pineapple bun, and I'm thinking, man, I'll be eating pineapple buns non-stop when I go back to Hong Kong, so whatever. But yeah, you know, got to talk to some other people. I got to talk to the composer, who is really cool, because I need composers for finally, please. I need a composer friend, but she does orchestral only, and I wish I know some other types. But you know, good start. And then I also spoke with a couple other people. I spoke with this other guy, this post supervisor guy, and we exchanged a bunch of Instagrams. And it's a good meal, it's a happy meal. Yeah, and then afterwards, I and this post-production guy and his girlfriend, I believe, took an Uber back home together. We split the fee. That's that. So here I am. The other big thing that happened was, but yeah, you know, I just want to say that with John L. short film, I'm really happy I'm involved, because I imagine an alternate reality where I only hear about this short and I wish I was there to witness it. A guy in USC made a short film that is political, it's about Hong Kongers, and it's actually good. And even when John L. went up and talked after the short film, thanking everyone, at the end he said, you know, this short film is for the Hong Kongers, you know. And we all clapped. I clapped really hard. And he said, oh, I wish anyone here would look up to what happened to Hong Kong 4 years ago. And it's really good. And I was there. I was on the fucking set of Scripty. Even before that, during the casting, I was there. And it's freaking awesome. So, yeah. Yeah, you know, I really, really enjoyed it overall. I'm really grateful this happened to me. Easily the best set I've ever been on. Easily. Not even joking. Okay, to end it off, the other very annoying big thing that happened to me today, like a bee buzzing around my ear nonstop, is Moon, the Airbnb owner, trying to make me pay her $200. I really will not pay. I really won't. And she kept bugging me this morning. She wrote a whole goddamn paragraph, basically saying, oh, remember how I did this for you, did that for you? Like, that guy was gonna call the cops, and I was so kind as to help you move. Like, remember this? So what's wrong? What's the issue? Why are you not paying? And then a little bit later, on the metro, she was bugging me again. Like, why are you not paying? Like, I called the Airbnb, and they said that you never tried to pay. I actually told her, oh, I tried to pay last night. Didn't work. It's like my bank account has issues or something. And then she's like, okay, I just spoke with the Airbnb people, and they said they never processed your payment. And I'm like, that's strange, because I actually tried, even though I didn't fucking try, you bitch ass motherfucker. And then and then she's like, okay, I'm gonna call them. So she actually called them, and she texted me, okay, they will call you, he will call you. And I'm like, okay, bring it on. So he actually called me after I got off the metro. This random Airbnb support person actually called me and was like, hey, is this Enoch? Is this Enoch? And I was actually trying to answer it, but I just got off the train and the traffic was really bad. Like there's a lot of noise, and he's like, is this a bad time? And I'm like, yeah. So he just got off the phone. That's it. Fucking hilarious. Then just now, Moon texted me again, long paragraphs, like, why are you doing this to me? Why you kept ignoring me? You're gonna move out tomorrow, and just a bunch of words, like I feel like this, you know how I try to avoid confrontation? This is where I embrace it, you know, I'm like, bring it on. But this also feels wrong. But the thing is, I'm not in the wrong here. I'm in the right. I don't need to pay $200. I don't want to be scammed. So I told her, okay, I'm going to pull out the big guns tomorrow night. And essentially, if push comes to shove, I'm going to just straight up tell her, like, yo, I fucking duped you. I lied to you the whole time. I'm never going to pay back. Fuck you. But right now, I'm still going to avoid confrontation. So I just told her, just now, I told her, okay, you know what? I'm going to talk to the bank in person tomorrow. It's issues with my visa. And I actually told her about the whole, you know, I enrolled in classes and I dropped them. And it's messed up my visa because now I'm suddenly not a full-time student again. And she actually kind of bought it because I'm so specific with what I'm trying to say. And the thing is, it's true. I did enroll in classes and drop them. It's just that that has nothing to do with my bank. Because Chase bank account has nothing to do with visas. I did my research. But she bought it. It was such a specific lie. So tomorrow I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm going to the bank. Yeah, actually I'm going to the fucking airport. Fuck you. So yeah, there's that. But she bought it at the end. She's like, okay, text me after you like talk to the bank. And I told her, oh, I'll fix it. Don't worry. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. You know what? Let the games begin. I'll play the games. You know, she's trying to scam me, so I'm gonna scam her back. I'm gonna say a bunch of bullshit, and let's see how far can we stretch this lying contest. Let's fucking go. Let's go. I mean, I'm leaving this country for a while. But you know, let's end it off with a fun game of lying. Sure, let's bring it on. Bring it on. I can do it. The first host duped me, and I lost to her. I don't want the same to repeat again. This is my chance to redeem myself. I'm gonna fucking do it. So, yeah.